Can you hear me? Can you see me? Hear me? What? Stripping copper at... I'm sure. I am certain about that. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? I'm not getting anything. I'll get rid of that because I do see that flashing there in the... It's just so bizarre. Yes, you could see me and hear me. All right, good. I told you it's weird. You have this thing flashing down here. I don't know how to get rid of it. Music is it's quirky. It's quirky. Do this. Mercy, people. We're not cooperating today. Things are not bueno. I don't know. Good morning. I don't know what to do about the music. I don't even see it anywhere. I love it. Do you love it? All right. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna terrorize you a minute. It is great when it works, but when it doesn't work, it isn't. I don't even know where the stream is. So here we go. Do I have it? Okay. Let me get rid of that. Now, is that better? Not with her up there, but Okay, good. Whew, mercy. Um, Again, it is a weird, quirky thing. All right, let me see your forecast. I am feeling much better. Thank you, Corey. It was a rough day yesterday, but I am feeling better. Traveling like that is not it's not a good thing. All right, your forecast, if I can get that straight today. Sunshine to start, then a few afternoon clouds. High near 77. What? 77? Oh, well, that's United Kingdom. How the heck did I get there? I'm like, what the heck? You see, when you're not at your, and I even tested this stuff out last night. Did. All right, this is much better. Partly cloudy, stray shower, thunderstorm possible, high near 88. That sounds more reasonable. Tonight, partly cloudy, stray shower, thunderstorm possible, low near 74. And then tomorrow for your Saturday, partly cloudy, stray shower, thunderstorm possible, high near 88. Presently, it is 73 in Milton. It's 76 in Pensacola. I don't have the rest of it. So I don't. Bloody Brits, you're right. Uh, but I'm in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I've been drinking coffee. They looked at me weird when I went dressed down to the lobby at 4:15. What the heck are you doing up? But glad you're here today. We don't have tons of stuff today, which is kind of a good thing. But since we are just kind of playing with technology today, I do want to show you this. This was interesting. This is a bridge in Georgia, I-16 in Georgia. It's closed from the 71 to the 79 after one of Skanska's trucks hit the bridge. It broke loose and hit the bridge. No, this is a dump truck that had the bed up and caught the. Doesn't it seem weird that it knocked that bridge off like that? I don't know. Pretty amazing. But a dump truck hit that. It's not Skanska. It was just a dump truck. They hit it. That's a problem. That is very Skanska-esque, is it not? Yeah. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. That would be that is a very bad day. That is a extremely bad day. What else is going on? Oh, I want to show you this. The man caught on video ripping the mask off a woman's face at a pro-Trump rally in Pensacola in November, Dan Ditto, one of our friends. He pleaded no contest to simple battery. He was sentenced to 200 hours of community service, anger management sessions, and no contact with the victim. Now, I think that is a acceptable outcome. Now, he shouldn't have been charged anyway, but he was, and that's the era we live in. But I think that is pretty mild. 200 hours of community service, um, anger management sessions, whatever. So, Dan, find a church that'll let you do some community service. We appreciate you, man. All right, Ramona, you're that person that walks around a hotel at 4 a.m. Well, yeah, it's one of those things. All right, Biden invites UN investigators to an investigation to the U.S. to reveal racism in America. Yeah, be scared. Be very frightened. Well, I saw that last night, and well, you know what they charge as racism, or what they tag as racism. So everything's going to be racism, and your speech is going to be regulated. Look, they're checking your text messages. You, yeah, go off the grid. The American Federations of Teacher President Randy Weingarten walked back her comments on Wednesday after tweeting that there'd be millions of deaths in the Sunshine State for the ignorance of Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Because of Ron DeSantis' ignorance, there's going to be millions of deaths in Florida, according to Weingarten. DeSantis' campaign merchandise. This is what. this is awesome. I had this on the slate for yesterday. We didn't get to it. Here's some of the merchandise that DeSantis is selling on the website that's got everybody freaked out. It's what started this thing with Weingarten. Um, I've got to have one. I've got to have one. Don't Fauci my Florida. Is that not the best? That is the absolute best. Um, Everybody needs to get one. Oh, too funny. And that set the liberals aflame. They spontaneously combusted over that T-shirt. You gotta love it. It is good. What else is going on? Get rid of that. So the I want to do this. Show you this. This is the this is a poll that Steven Jernigan put up. God bless you, Stevie. Um, about the no guardian in the schools in Santa Rosa County. Now, here is some of the. You have to get you one, Donna. These are some of the responses about the no guns or the no guardian program. So crap, I'm disappointed is 146 votes. Good, I'm glad that there's not going to be a guardian program. 9. Who cares? 8. Razzle dazzle. 1. No volunteers, so program wasn't implemented. 1. Who's? Why would you say, Derek Neely, that there's no volunteers? How are you going to volunteer for something they don't have implemented? You implement it, there'll be volunteers. Sam volunteered yesterday. I know that there are people that would volunteer. So that is an ignorant statement. And that's why there's one vote on it, because it's one ignorant person. I don't even know what razzle dazzle means on this. That is just so bizarre. But you can see the overwhelming number of people that are disappointed that they're not doing the Guardian program. And Dr. Barber's assertion that, well, we've never had a problem, so we don't need it, is very backward thinking. It's just the assault on your beliefs, the assault on your wants and desires from these people is out of this. It's off the hook. And I don't know what, and I know what you think. I know that you want the Guardian program. I get it. I do too. But it's a little out. All right. Are you still there? In 2015, the All-Star game had a respectable 11 million viewers. But Tuesday night's game, did you even, I mean, they moved it from Atlanta, right? Because they were woke. They moved it from Atlanta because of the voter ID thing and moved it to Denver where they require voter ID. However, Tuesday night's game, the Nielsen numbers were horrible. 8.24 million people tuned in. It is the second least watched All-Star game in history. The woke is killing them. The woke is killing them. And so we all start. Look, if I was an advertiser, which I would be leery anyway because of the Atlanta thing, if I was an advertiser, I'd be demanding money back because it's not a built-in audience anymore because they've gone woke. In that same light, let me tell you this: NFL has been reported that they will be doing the Black National Anthem at the games, which I've heard the song, but I don't know what it is. This? I thought it was a Babylon Bee thing, but this is the age we live in. We've become woke, and it's absolutely the dumbest thing ever. What happens to what happens to our nation when we start investigating racism? I got you, Sam. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I didn't watch a single game last year. I watched very little the year before. I'm just done with it, as are a lot of people. And it's just they have just become. Yeah, Kim, you're right. It is hard to become a true dedicated sports fan. None of the sports you can watch. Hockey, boxing, but the rest of it I can't. I just can't anymore because you have tainted it. You've ruined it for me. I'm like a lot of people. I don't buy into this woke stuff. I don't appreciate it. I hate having this stuff crammed down my throat. Stop it. Just stop it. It's entertainment. Separation of church and state. Well, um, well, one is part of the federal documents, but the other one is it's just annoying. So Donna says college football is better anyway. But and some NFL's regional as well, but college is regional. It's kind of hard sometimes to find the games you want. And NASCAR's gone against the fans. Yes, because they have bowed to a few. BLM has ruined our country. BLM and this group, and which is what their goal was. Soros and all this is what they've desired for our country. And it is a brutal and look, you're going to get a lot of more of these things locally as well. Well, yeah, they're admitted Marxist. They're backing the Communist Party in Cuba. How ridiculous is that? That BLM is backing the Communist Party in Cuba. The other thing I find interesting about the thing in Cuba is you have Cubans waving American flags while we're burning it and stepping on it and kneeling when it's. Yeah, there's gullible people. Um, founded by witches. Uh, I I've never heard that, Stephanie. Send me something on that. Well, we're well on our way, unless we do something. No, I don't see him. I don't see him doing that either. But he wants to destroy it. Okay, thank you, Stephanie. Make sure you send it to me. Uh, Japan banned BLM from Olympic Games. Good, good. So ridiculous. I'm. If you were a supporter of BLM, you should not be now. You should have been in the first place. But some people were hoodwinked by them. No, there's no NFL or sports at all in communist countries, so idiots can get a job now. I didn't get that, Donna. I didn't get that. Little airport, and CNN doesn't cover that. They banned the spectators at the games because of COVID. Yes, but you can't say that, Sam. You're a racist. If you say all lives matter, you're a racist. If our media were truthful, BLM would not be revered. Oh no, no, they would be exposed, but they don't expose because that's not what they do. Um, all right. So critics roundly condemned the White House after Press Secretary Jen Psaki revealed the Biden administration is working with Facebook to flag problematic posts that spread disinformation on COVID-19. On Thursday, Psaki was asked a question regarding the Biden administration's request for tech companies to be more aggressive when policing what they referred to as misinformation. Psaki revealed that the White House is in regular touch with social media platforms to handle it. We're in regular touch with the social media platforms, and those engagements typically happen through members of our senior staff and also members of our COVID-19 team. Given as Dr. Murthy conveyed, this is a big issue of misinformation, specifically on the pandemic, Psaki explained. While referencing the team's actions, Psaki also revealed that they are flagging posts on Facebook. They're flagging, they've got senior White House officials in touch with social media, with Facebook and Twitter, and flagging posts and alerting them about misinformation. And there were some people that were scared about the Trump White House. You ought to be absolutely frightened of these people. Um, yes, lightning struck the George Floyd Monument in Ohio and destroyed it. Um, Anti-First Amendment. Yes, if they are not, look, they censored Trump. They're censoring you if you spread misinformation. So think about this. You could be taken off Facebook by the White House. Do you love it? Do you love it? It should scare you absolutely to death. But the problem is, we don't have enough people that are scared. They're irritated, but they're not scared and angry yet because they're not paying attention, because not many people are reporting this. The White House is scanning your Facebook and tagging it and flagging it. Holy mackerel. These people are scary. Scary. This shows you how weird CNN's gotten with their low ratings. During her Wednesday Out Front show, CNN's Erin Burnett decorated her disgust with conservative figures' vaccine hesitancy with a bullcrap cherry on top. She began her segment by highlighting deadly disinformation about COVID vaccines, much of it coming from the Republican lawmakers and right wing media. With what she showed clips of GOP lawmakers such as Rand Paul of Kentucky, Lauren Boebert of Colorado, stating their disagreement with getting the shots. Afterwards, Burnett chimed in saying, it's not just skepticism and fear mongering from lawmakers, of course. Right wing media reaches millions of Americans, and you don't. You don't reach a million Americans. Good for you, Burnett. The more tape rolled showing the likes of Fox News host Tucker Carlson and Laura Ingraham calling the idea of forcing vaccines on America a scandal and anti-democratic and anti-freedom, which it is. It is. Burnett was clearly annoyed and let her 8-letter word fly with no bleeps. It's stunning. All those people are smart enough to know what they're saying is complete bullcrap. But she didn't say bullcrap. And that's the problem. They should be ashamed. Um, Nate Net says they banned my brother's account and keep putting my uncle on Facebook jail. Yeah. Yeah, I got you. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. All right. So When you can't have a dissenting view anymore, it doesn't make a difference what science you put forward. They will do this. They will bash you and tell you that you're full of you know what. If you've had it, you don't need a vaccine. You don't need a vaccine. If you've had the virus, you've got the antibodies, which is what the vaccine is supposed to do. Yes, because they told us when there's enough antibodies, when everybody has antibodies, then herd immunity. If you've had the virus, you have the antibodies. You don't need the vaccine, which is what Rand Paul says. But they want you to have the vaccine anyway. Now, I know, Sharon, I know it's not a vaccine. It is I don't know what it is. Um, you can't fix stupid. Uh, Chance says, no, sorry to keep talking about the Guardian program. You're fine. But the judge ruled that the sheriff was under no obligation to protect the students down south, so the Guardian program is a must. Well, I know they're under no obligation, but they imagine they'll probably stick one in there, don't you? Or have they said they won't? Elizabeth says she identifies as immunized because she already had the COVID. Yes, I agree. And yes, Sam, scientist, not Fauci. He's not a scientist. Neither's Biden. Natural antibodies are a better vaccine. What do you mean both only last 6 to 9 months? The antibodies that you get from COVID? You mean both vaccines? I don't know. Not a vaccine, it's gene therapy. We are. Is it interesting? I'm not saying this is true. This is just a thought. I read this. It's interesting that all the 5G stuff is taking off at the same time COVID, or the COVID thing takes off, or the vaccines take off the same time the 5G is kicking off. I can explain it, but I can't understand it for you. You're right. You're right, Heather. Ivermectin, 100% cure rate. Yeah. And how do you take it, Sam? It's a tube, but what? And I know how I give it to my dog. But how do you do it? Both types of antibodies. Both types of antibodies only last 6 months, 6 to 9 months. So I have to get COVID again in 9 months. Is that what you're telling me? I guess I'm confused. But I do need to know about the ivermectin. I No. Is it orally? I mean, is it an injection? What is it? So that's my question about the ivermectin. How's it taken? um, Jerry Lynn says, my 10-year-old um, granddaughter is home on quarantine. She was diagnosed with COVID last week. The advice my daughter is getting from the health department is insane. Child with COVID is supposedly only immune for 90 days. You had it 11. I don't even understand what we're talking about, Sam. You've lost me. We had it 11 minutes apart. Oral. Okay. Um, yes, Jeffries. And now let me. This Pastor Jeffries from Dallas, which I, I'm not a fan. He, I'm not a fan. But he was pushing COVID shots. Yeah, not a fan of Jeffries. He, the health department is lying to you. You are not wrong on that aspect because they have an agenda. They have an agenda. Strep and RSV are on a rise in our area for the clients who work in the hospitals. Yeah, so you'll see a lot of that. G- Daughter who has had shot doesn't need to quarantine. Oh, 11 months apart. Okay. You had COVID twice. Okay. Vaccine's only good for 30 to 90 days. You can still get the Rona, so eat your fruits and veggies, wash your dang hands. Take care of yourself. It's flu season. Well, I was a bad flu season. Vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc. Do it. Do it. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but I do have common sense. I do have some. I do have some basic common sense, and I understand that I don't need a vaccine for something I already have antibodies for. Now, a friend of mine, he went to get his vaccine, and they said, "Oh, you've already had COVID because you've got antibodies." He goes, "I didn't know I had COVID." So their test, they know that you've already got it. Just don't overdose on vitamins. It's just as bad as taking too much. It's not enough. I don't know what that means, but some vitamins, like vitamin C, you just urinate it out if you take too much. But take it with some food because you'll burn your stomach up. And take D3. When you're taking vitamin D, take D3. But just take it regularly. I have a bad I have a hard time remembering to take my vitamins. I do. I should take more, but I don't. Hmm. All right. But it was said here, hospital in Mobile went back on lockdown again. I didn't hear that, and it's ridiculous. And California is doing the mask mandates again, where you got to wear masks inside, and so dumb. But I didn't hear this about this Mobile hospital. But we are going down to um, putting up the numbers for COVID once a week. They even take down the dashboard. You can't even get the dashboard unless you have a sign on. When your mind is stressed and you're stuck inside, watch the news and your immune system is affected by stress. Yeah, well, maybe. It could be psychological. Spring Valley vitamins are made in China. What? I can't do it when I get up. All right. Bugsy, I can't take the vitamins right when I get up because I don't eat right away because I need to get some time process. I get ready for the show, do the show. So it's about 3 hours later, and I'm in a buzz to get out. So Spring Hill and Mobile. So dumb. I'd like to know what their numbers are for COVID. College classes started out in person, and now they have half in person, half online. Who? Who, Heather? What college? UWF? Is that the one that you're referring it to? I don't know. And California is always the extreme, right? With the mask mandates, they're always the extreme. Newsom is just a control freak, as are all Democrats, control freaks. But the COVID thing is It worked so well last time. I do, Bugsy, because it burns my stomach up. Because the COVID lasts only months, CDC are now pushing repeated COVID-19 vaccine booster shots every 9 months to a year. I know that, but I'm talking about natural antibodies. I can't believe that. So UWF is the school, the college that is half in person, half online. Not heard that. I'll have to check that out. Is that uh, is that a real thing, or is that you just pulling my leg? The kerosene. All right, all right. I am killing my battery um, with this thing. Why hasn't Fauci been fired? Because he is a tool, literally, a tool of the Democratic Party, and he's doing what they want. He's doing what they want. Um, Kristen, instant message me that link if you would. Christina, instant message me that link if you would. There's no variant, not novel, not no pandemic. Okay. Send me an instant message on that because I can't click the link. All right. I'm going to cut it short today. It's Friday. It's a weekend. Be in prayer. Look for great things. I get some good things coming up. I think you'll be excited about. So hold on about that. And we are going to have tons of fun. All right. Um, have a great weekend. We will see you on Monday for more Sunrise Sunrise. Thank you for joining us today. God bless you. Stay strong.